Good afternoon, my family and my friends and my adversaries. Gonna go back to the very start. What got me into this case? Because I was watching videos, and it seemed to me that nobody was looking at things in the right way. Um, so I called Rory and I told him my thoughts on the drug situation, which I'm very um, familiar with. Uh, since that over a couple of decades, um, and how things are done in that business. And you start adding things up, and they start to make sense. Again, they start to make sense. I don't know if it's ever really left me, but it seems a lot of people have dropped that, or at least put it on the back burner. And I think it's time to bring it to the front burner. um, once again. And I want to start by talking about Xana's mom, Kara. Okay. Long time drug use. And I had a picture of here. So, right there. Now, look at her. Now, can you tell me she's probably had a few days of drug use, all right? Um, it's sad to say, but it's definitely there. And then she got busted on, let's see here. Kara, she got busted, I think it was in June, um, for controlled substances. Uh, felony, two of them felonies, okay? And uh, two of them felonies and one a misdemeanor. Then you have Corey Hatrock, okay? And that's Maddie's stepmom. And there's a picture of her right here, okay? Now, she got busted about the same time, okay? In June, I do believe, of 2022. The same exact charges, okay? Same exact charges. And very serious. These aren't just your run of the mill charges. These are to distribute felony amounts of fentanyl. I mean, this is not. These are in Idaho. I don't know if you know this, but in Idaho they do have the three-strike rule. Okay, three-strike rule for drugs. You get three strikes, three felonies, you're done. Your history for life. For life. Both of these mothers, both of them. Okay. Or no, excuse me. Xana's mom was facing the three strike rule. Okay. I'm trying to get all my notes ready here. Both of them got it for paraphernalia also. And they both had previous charges. Okay. No, I'm sorry. Kara was busted on August 12th. Okay. And Corey was June third. That's Maddie's stepmother. Okay, so they were both into heavy drugs and heavy drug use. Uh, Court on September 7th and September 13th, I do believe it was. Hat Rock pleads guilty to the misdemeanor, and the felonies are dropped. Zana's mom, Kara, same deal. Pleads guilty to the misdemeanor. Felonies are dropped. Okay, that was September 13th. Okay. Hot Rock was September 7th. To a single charge of misdemeanor is what they pled guilty for. Now, I don't know if you have been in the drug business or been busted before or anything like that, but when it comes to felonies, they don't just drop felonies and give you the misdemeanor. Okay, you need to give them something. You need to supply information. In other words, you need to talk. You need to talk. And then they were put in a position where they needed to talk or face life. They could have faced life in prison. Okay. And we all know felonies don't just get dropped. Okay. So they did the plea deals. What's strange about that? I find strange is in most drug cases, when you make a plea deal, you get sentenced on the same day that you make the plea deal. You go out and I'm guilty and blah, blah, blah. And the judge goes, here's your sentence because they've worked out a plea deal. Not in this case or either cases. Now, why would that be? Think about that for a second. Why would that be? Could it be that the sentencing was put off until they verified their information? Once their information is verified, then they do the sentencing. Okay. Which I think they ended up doing very little jail time. Actually, I think Xana's mom might still be in there. Now, Hat Rock was sentenced on November 7th. November 7th, okay? 6 days. 6 days before the terrible event. Kara was supposed to be sentenced November 17th, 4 days after. So in between those two court dates, the event happened. Is that coincidence? Is it? This was planned, plotted happening. In my experience, when something like this goes down, it will be very well planned, very well plotted. They go in, they do their business, they get out, and they leave nothing. Exactly how this was done. Now think about the event. Kaylee wasn't supposed to be there. They went to Maddie's room. Ethan wasn't supposed to be there. Okay. They went to Xana's room. So Xana and Maddie's room. Think about that for a second. Who were the targets? Who were the targets? Kara skipped out on court. She's still in jail now. I do believe that's probably why, because she skipped out on court. But I don't even blame her. Her daughter was murdered, and I wonder if she doesn't, and I'm not saying she does, but I wonder if there isn't some guilt feelings there, possibly. And I hate going to this area. I hate going here. I hate it. But it needs to be dealt with, and it needs to be said. Why are these things so, are they all coincidences? Bethany, months before the event, at midnight, has a Venmo listed as Coke at midnight. I don't think she was going to buy a Coke. She bought a Coke with Venmo, okay? Another says, crack cocaine behind Rayleigh's dumpster, okay? I'm going to leave it up to you. That was June 21st of 2022. I'm going to leave that up to you to decide. I'm not going to get into if they use or not. I just know it's a college, okay? It's party time. It's party time. Drinking, smoking weed, a little bit of coke happens. I'm not holding anything against the girls if that's what happened. I'm not saying that at all. Bless their souls. Something like this should never happen. Period. And many people, many people have come forward and said that was the house. That was the house. Some say, I don't know about this. I think it's a little far fetched. Some say it was an overdose. I have a hard time believing that all of them overdosed. Um, Let me look here. You know, you got to think that these two parents probably knew bigger people on the chain. Okay, because I went over that how it works, and I used it as a what's what's the word, metaphor. You know how you have kings and you have bishops and knights and pawns. They knew people up there, them two parents. I almost guarantee you that, because when it's to distribute, when it's felony amounts to distribute, that means selling. Okay, so they do know upper people, and you can do your own research on this. Um, oh, here's another thing too. A week after the sentencing, Okay, the week after Kara's sentencing, what happens? The dad goes and changes locks. Another coincidence? Did they know something? And people think, you know, the heroin users and all this are like lower class people. They're not. They're not. They're people that are they're your friends, they're your doctors or your lawyers or your that's the people that are into some of these drugs. It's not the same as it was 30 years ago. It's all changed. Now, think of that this again. I told Adam like everything. They're going to get you for this, Maddie. Think about that. And what happens? About a month and a half after sentencing. What happens? The largest drug bust in Washington state history. Who is the name? The head? The head of that Tacoma bust? Jesse Bailey. How much? 120,000 pills of fentanyl, 40 pounds of methamphetamine. I think everybody needs to rethink this case and get back on track because we're getting sidetracked. We're this way and that way and this way. And no, look at what's in front of you because the answers are there. The answers are right in front of you. What else will those people do? They will set a patsy up. Think about what's right in front of you. I rest my case. It's a beautiful Sunday out there. Here, anyway. I hope it is your wherever you're at, and I hope you have a beautiful Sunday. And take care. And I love you all. Thank you so much for the subscriptions and the likes. I give hearts to all of you, and that comes from the bottom right here. Thank you so much. Have a good day.